You are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast.
What's going down, guys? It's your boy Studio MacGyver, and you are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. Today, do I have a fucking show for you? I just got through watching Dragon Ball Super episode 122, and I have to fucking say this, and I'm going to say it right now, guys. This is the best episode I have seen in Dragon Ball Super. I can't think of another fucking episode that I have seen that passes this episode, man. For a number of different fucking reasons, but whoever fucking, number one, we had a 2-week hiatus. So we didn't have an episode last week. And I think I know why now. These guys were probably working their asses off. Shout outs to the animators, man, because this is some of the best animation that I've fucking seen in quite some time. Whoever was drawing this shit, they fucking killed it. The writing in this episode was fucking spot on, because if you guys don't know, some of us probably don't, but there are different animators and there are different writers on the show. We don't just have one person, one or two people writing the show. There's groups of people who write certain episodes, and same thing with animation. So that's why, if you ever notice, some of the episodes, the drawing and animation looks a little off. It looks subpar. It doesn't look all the way right, and this goes all the way back to fucking Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, especially Dragon Ball Z. From my recollection, certain frames or certain animations, would look fucking epic off the chain, and then there's others that just, it just looks poorly put together. You know what I mean? And they try to use those to try to draw out the rest of, the show to get to that next good solid point. But like I said, guys, this episode was fucking A1 steak sauce. It was everything that I was hoping it would be. And when I say the shit hit the fan, the shit hit the fucking fan. And I cannot wait for next week. I am mad as fuck now because I cannot wait. Now there have been a couple times where we went on a hiatus where there wasn't an episode one week, and then we got the episode the next week, and then we got another one behind that. So I was like, damn, please let us be episode 123 as well, but no love. So I think they needed that time. They claim that, that's the time, that they just planned on taking the hiatus. But and when you come to think about it, a lot of different shows have done that. Like Boruto did not have an episode last week either. So I'm still waiting for episode 40 on that to find out what's going on with that. So a lot of shows do it, but this fucking shit here was spot on, guys. It starts out with Jiren going up against Goku, and it gets real. And Vegeta was like, "Look, fuck this shit, man. I want a piece of this motherfucker." Now, Vegeta was sitting back watching, and look, a lot of people play Vegeta for a fucking fool, man. Now, his weakness is his pride, okay? But in this episode, you quickly find out that, is that really his weakness? Or is it really, a underground secret strength of his? And you kind of find that out in this episode, man, because Goku, his attitude is completely different, and he uses what works for him. And I think Vegeta's starting to figure that shit out. He's starting to figure out, look, man, you know what I mean? I cannot fucking come behind you and try to fucking mimic you. I'm not ever going to be you. I need to stop trying to achieve Ultra Instinct, okay? I need to just work as hard as I fucking can and stay on my regimen and fucking attain my shit. My way. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be, and I can accept that. And that's, that's what I would expect. I don't want them both to fucking have Ultra Instinct. I mean, they're already both saying, blue. I mean, so, yeah, branch them off a little bit and let them develop their own fucking techniques as far as, those abilities. You know what I mean? I don't want fucking Vegeta to have an Ultra Instinct. I want him to have his own fucking thing. There's no name for it yet. But in this episode, you get to see Vegeta jumps in the fight with Jiren, and Jiren basically is like, "You're not gonna beat me. Come at me though. Test me." And Vegeta's like, all in. And Vegeta was fucking peeping game. Vegeta was fucking in the back observing, and he's starting to scratch the surface of his inner power. Kind of like what Goku did with his Ultra Instinct. He's getting a little taste. And you see it in this episode, man. He's watching Goku fight Jiren, and he's got his eyes on fucking Jiren like a hawk. And he basically reads his fucking technique, reads all those punches, and then he rushes Jiren and he skips those fucking punches. Jiren didn't expect that, and he caught Jiren in the fucking body, in the gut. And everybody was like, "What the fuck? He just got hit. I don't believe it." Vegeta landed a shot, and he landed more than one. But how we all know Vegeta. Sometimes Vegeta got overconfident, and Jiren is still the stronger fighter right now as we stand right here. But let's get away from that fight real quick, and let's jump into what else was going on. What I loved about this fucking episode, guys, was the fact that everybody got a little taste. And what I mean by that is everybody got their moment, some sort of moment in the sun, man. I mean, it was beautifully written, this episode. I mean, when the fucking show first started off, I just knew it was going to be a dope episode. First of all, before I started to watch the episode, I jumped on PlayStation for a quick minute because I saw some of my friends. They were in a group and they were chatting it up. So I jumped in and, I talked to one of my homies, and he told me that, you haven't seen it yet. I said, "No, I'm about to watch it now before I hit this podcast up." And he said, "Look, man, this episode was fucking gorgeous. Just, I said, please don't say anything else. Just let me." He was like, I got you. Just watch it and, go from there. And that's what I did, man. And it did not fucking disappoint. But the show started off just majestic as fuck. I mean, the wind was blowing. Everybody from Frieza all the way down to fucking Toppo, everybody pretty much left in the tournament was sitting there with some dope ass pose, serious as fuck, ready to get into it. The wind was blowing. Fucking Toppo's beard was like flapping in the wind and shit. It was fucking dope, man. Vegeta was standing there, his hair blowing in the wind, and everybody had that kind of scene. You had Frieza with his tail kind of just swaying. It was just fucking epic, man. Like everybody, you can tell like the shit was about to get real, and it fucking did, man. And you had Dispo out there fighting fucking Frieza, and that's an interesting fight as well, guys, because like I said, it's dope, man. I mean, the only character that's not in the tournament that is in amongst my favorite characters is Tien, and he's on the sideline watching, but he's Tien, so he's not gonna be able to hang with these guys. But still, you got Frieza in here, you got fucking Jiren, who is my favorite Dragon Ball Super character, and you got Vegeta, who's one of my favorite characters in this motherfucking tournament, man, getting it in. But the fight with Dispo and Frieza was fucking dope as well, man. I mean, it's a game of cat and mouse with these two guys. And right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Frieza got his ass drugged. He thought he was, about some shit, and he got his ass drugged. But let me just say this, he didn't go golden. So Dispo's not fucking with Frieza. Just mark my words. He's getting the shit off now. But as soon as Frieza decides to go golden on his ass, it's gonna be lights out. And I'm saying this prematurely, but I'm calling it. I'm willing to put my money on the table on that, guys. I'm calling that one. It is what it is. But it was pretty good, man. They focused on that. Then you had Toppo trying to fuck with Gohan, and Gohan threw this Kamehameha at his ass, and he ate that shit. I mean, like it was nothing. He was like, "Where my fries and where my drink at, man?" And that's all you got. And they left that there. Then we go back to fucking Vegeta. And there were a couple interesting segments in this episode, man. And Whis was basically saying, "Look, I'm telling you, this motherfucker is developing his own version of Ultra Instinct. He's starting to scratch the surface. This is starting to happen. When he fucking dodged, those punches from Jiren, I saw the birth of it. And everybody was talking about it in the manga, and everybody was saying that, he's going to attain his version of this form. And I was like, look, I don't really want to hear about it. I want to see it on the anime first, because when it comes to manga, guys, I'm going to get to it. I do enjoy reading manga, but I don't read a lot of it, but I told myself that I'm going to, start buying more, start reading more, just as a collection purpose as well. And, I'm going to eventually have all the Dragon Ball manga, all the Naruto, all the super shit. So, but, I like to read the manga after. I mean, you get the end result. The same result is typically the same. The end result is, but there's different nuances and stuff like that in the manga. That's why, they encourage you to do both. Read the manga and watch the anime, because there's different things that happen in both. And, that's cool. That's the type of thing I love about it. But I wanted to see this for myself in the anime, and god damn it, man, I'm still like glittering. I feel like my soul is glowing right now. I feel like I'm fucking Super Saiyan Blue right now after watching this shit, man. I gotta go back and watch this shit again. This shit is fucking amazing, guys. This is the best episode, man. 122 if you guys haven't seen it, and I'm sure if you're listening to this podcast, most of us have. This is when I'm gonna watch a couple more times. Yeah, it's fucking amazing. And let's get back to the fight between Vegeta and Jiren, man. Okay, so they're fighting, and at the end, when it gets down to the end, Vegeta almost gets knocked out of off the stage, but he stops. But the reason why Vegeta wants to fight, Jiren so bad is because that's how Goku is elevating his game. Goku is fighting somebody stronger than him, and whenever Saiyans fight somebody stronger, you all know it makes them stronger. When they're put up against unbelievable or obstacle that it looks like they can't win, or somebody stronger than them, that's where they prevail. That's where they grow. After every battle, they get stronger and they learn from that. So, pushing themselves to the limit. And this is the way, Vegeta was watching Goku do and was like, fuck it, it's my turn. I need to go ahead and try this dude and get stronger. And that's pretty much what he's doing. And he's starting to understand where Goku was getting this shit and where it's coming from. You know what I mean? And he's figuring he just needs to go and fight Jiren and feel him out, and, so he can kind of stack on his power or whatever. And like I said, he's coming. It's getting close, man. He's getting close, and I can't wait to see what his is going to be, because the manga, look, I was already spoiled by this. Vegeta's version of, the Ultra Instinct, if you want to call it that. I don't want to call it that, but that's the only name, because we don't know what it is basically, an offensive version of that. Goku's is more so, I'm going to dodge you. I can see you coming. It's kind of like a telepathy type of skill. And Vegeta's is more of an offensive type of guy. Vegeta's, hit first, ask questions later. That's him. That's why I love him. And he's a prideful bitch. And, that's why I love him. He's a badass, and he knows he is. And, you got to be a pretty awesome guy to fuck him off in his own right. And look, that's what happened. Let's just keep it real with each other. At the end of this episode, he fucking launched a ultra major super, whatever the fuck you want to call it, final flash. And it was quite fucking powerful. It was so powerful that Jiren even commented and said, look, that motherfucker was pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. That bitch was pretty lit. But it wasn't enough. Before he knew it, like I said, Vegeta got arrogant, got cocky, and Jiren was so fucking fast. The next thing you know, he was right on top of Vegeta. He had his hand right in his midsection, man, and he got fucking toasted. Literally, he got fucking fried. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this from Jiren. It's basically he engulfed Vegeta in this light orange, yellowish kind of ball of electricity, what it looked like, and he was just frying the fuck out of Vegeta. And basically fried the blue hair black, and then dropped his ass. And he was laid out, and that's how the episode pretty much ended. Vegeta was laid out. Everybody was kind of had their mouths open. They were in shock and awe or whatever. And we get a clip of the next episode to come, and they are Vegeta didn't get eliminated. He's still in the mix, but it's now him and it's fucking Goku. And I think that Vegeta gets one step closer to attaining his version of Ultra Instinct, whatever the word or whatever it is going to be called. So, with that being fucking said, guys, that is pretty much the episode. Like I said, Vegeta is one of my favorite characters, so I was just waiting. I was getting a little frustrated because I was like, yo, when are they going to start writing, his writing his shit in here? When are they going to start, putting some love in his pockets? And because he's I knew he wasn't far off from Goku. I just knew he wasn't. I mean, they're too close. They both are blue, and then all of a sudden he does this. So, and here's the other thing I want to talk about real quick on this episode. What was really eye-opening to me is the fact that Vegeta acknowledged that he was prideful. He admitted it. He said, look, I'm prideful. I know this. This is something this is who I am. I'm not going to fucking change that shit. It's not going to change. This is me. And, Goku's going to use whatever he does to fucking attain what he wants to do and attain. And I'm going to use this to attain what I want to attain. So basically he's saying that the whole reason I came to be this fucking way and this powerful all the way up to this time is because I was fucking prideful. And that's just the way I like to fucking operate. That's what motivates me when I train and when I do the shit that I do. My pride, it pushes me and to be a better and to be the best Saiyan possible and the best warrior possible. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm arrogant as fuck, but that's just me. And that right there made me just shed a tear of love for my nigga Vegeta, because I mean, that's what it is, man. I mean, and that's who he is. So I think he's finally got that and understand that, like, look, I'm going to do it my way now. You know what I mean? To attain what I need to attain. I'm not going to chase after Goku anymore and try to mimic everything he does, because that's not how it works. We're both Saiyans, yes, but we are both completely different individuals, and our fighting styles are different as well. So look, man, this episode was fucking awesome, guys. I have to say, my favorite episode hands down in the Super Saga right now, period. And I mean, those fight scenes, those animations was fucking nice. It was nice, man. Jiren was putting in work. Everybody was putting in work. You know what I mean? And I can't wait. It's about to get nasty. It's about to get real nasty. And what really has got me looking forward to what's going to happen after this arc, because if you paid attention when Jiren was fighting Goku at the beginning of the episode, he said more shit to Goku than I think he's ever said this whole fucking arc. He's basically talking to Goku and telling Goku, asking him shit like, why are you trying to get stronger? Like, what is your purpose? Okay. Because he's trying to figure out, he wants to know about Goku. Like he's intrigued in his own way by these Saiyans. He knows these motherfuckers are a threat. He knows that they get stronger, and he knows that, I don't think he's trying to be enemies with them. I think he's trying to do some other shit. Like I said, there's going to be some shit that's going to happen, man, non-related to this tournament. And I think that it's going to have to do with these other universes out here. And I think that these guys are going to have to band together. These other universes are going to have to band together and fend off whatever threat this is. That's what I think is going to happen. We shall see, though. We shall definitely see. I can't wait for the next episode, man. It is going to be crazy. And like I said, they don't show us everything in the next episode. So when they give us that preview, they just show us a little taste, because the episode before, they didn't show anything about Frieza and Dispo going at it, Toppo and Gohan going at it, or any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, whoever wrote this shit, episode 122, and whoever drew the animation needs to be fucking paid and needs to be, patted on the shoulder, taken out for dinner, all of that good shit, man. Keep up the good fucking work, guys. And I'm going to find out who did that episode. I didn't have enough time. Like I said, I'm fresh off the episode right now, but I'm going to find out who did this episode, who wrote it, who fucking drew the animation, all of that, and get into this, man, because they need to stick with this formula. This is a beautiful formula right here, man. Okay. Oh, it is. I think from here on, it's going to be classic. These episodes right here. I really do. I'm very excited, guys. And that is your Dragon Ball episode, Dragon Ball Super episode 122, pretty much in a nutshell. And I've talked about this shit for damn near 19 minutes. The longest I've ever talked about an episode of Dragon Ball Super. So you fucking know that this shit was lit, and it was fucking wet. Okay. They were not fucking around this time, guys, at all. Man. Okay, let me get this out of my system. All right, I'm done. Moving on, man. What I also been up to this last week, guys. Man, I picked up Assassin's Creed Origins for $30, and you know, the game is fucking awesome. Okay, I can't remember if I spoke a little bit about this last week or not. I don't think I did, but I was gonna get the game, and I was just waiting for the price to drop, and I just had so much going on. I didn't know if I was going to even have time to play it, but I decided to fucking get it. And I am not upset at all that I did that, guys. Yeah, I'm late to the party on this game, but there's so many games out there now, guys. You're going to be late to the party on a lot of them. And that's just how it goes. Saw it for $30. Had the Madden copy that my brother gave me that I talked about last week. And you know what? I'm not happy with fucking Madden. Okay, Madden is, to me, it didn't seem like it had too many changes other than the fact that it was just a new game. It just had 18 on it. I think I'm done with Madden for going forward, man. At least for the lifespan of the PS4, man. I really do, because it's the same game regurgitated with new rosters, and they tweak and twerk a couple things here and there, and that's it. I mean, I'm not excited about Madden anymore, man. And I played it, and now I understood why he gave me the game. I just wasn't feeling it. And, I just took the Madden and I went to GameStop, and they gave me bread for it. And then I paid like a couple bucks, and I got fucking Assassin's Creed brand fucking new. It was a sale that they were having, New Year's, and I got it. And I'm playing it right now. I've lost so much sleep these last few days because of Assassin's Creed, and I'm going to lose more sleep because of it, because it's so awesome game, and it's completely different than the fucking rest of the Assassin's Creeds. When I say that, I mean it is an RPG more so now than the other games were. I mean, you got hit points, the fighting style. I love the way that they did the fighting in this game. You got different weapons; they fall in different categories, and each weapon has different animations and different finishers. When you get your opponent fucked up, or you got them on the ropes, and then there's epic pieces and all kind of shit, man. You can get. They even have a mode that I'm approaching right now, because I think I'm like level 21, 22 or whatever. And once you get to like level 25, 26, you unlock this gladiator mode, where it's basically a game within the game, and you go in there and you fight. You're in a gladiator tank, a gladiator pit, and you fight all these other gladiators, and if you win, you get certain trinkets and certain things, and then you unlock the next level and the next and the next, and you get, of course, prizes and armors and all kinds of cool weapons and shit like that for winning those. So it's a dope game. Having so much fun with it. I mean, even hunting, like I find myself hunting all the time, and it's just fun. It's fun. The stories are cool. All the side quests are dope as fuck. The background and the story of, where the Egyptians and where this takes place, being the first, assassin, and how all this shit came to be. I mean, I'm still early in the game, but everything that I've seen so far, man, has been beautiful. The game is beautiful. I mean, the world is beautiful, and it's big. It's so large. I mean, god damn, I thought The Witcher 3 was big. This motherfucker is huge. I haven't touched the surface on some of these places I've been. I've only been to a few little regions, man, and I'm just I'm living out these regions. I love grinding. So when I play RPGs, man, I love the grind. So I love to run around and get as strong and unlock as much as I can, and and be as mostly prepared, try to be prepared as I can be, when I get ready to get out there into those streets. So yeah, man, I'm having a fucking ball playing this. That's pretty much all I've been doing. And then of course, prepping for Dragon Ball FighterZ. The beta comes out, guys. I think the next week's podcast, I'll be like knee deep in the fucking open beta. It's gonna go down. Knee deep in the open beta, and it's gonna be something to see, man. I'm gonna record a whole bunch of footage. Hopefully we get some characters that I want to play as. I get my squad, and my squad being Tien Shinhan, Frieza, and Vegeta. Those are my guys. So yeah, man, that's what I'm on right now. Hopefully we'll see how that transpires, because the closed beta, they got 9 characters. Well, they told everybody we're going to get 9, and then they fucked around and then gave everybody 2 more characters. So that was 11. So they're saying that we're going to get 11 characters on this open beta, but they just announced Beerus as a playable character. So if they announce Beerus, that makes 12. And, you know, why would they put Beerus and nobody else? He's a later character that they pretty much brought out. You know, he came out when Hit was announced or whatever. So I think, you know, they should put out the open beta, you know, the whole fucking game, in my opinion, because that's just going to get everybody ready, you know, so they can test the waters as far as, you know, the net code and everything like that, and get a better idea of how it's going to be. That's just me, though, on the outside looking in. I really don't know what they're fucking going to do. But like I said, Tien is not included in that regular 11-man roster. And I'll be kind of upset if I can't play as him and practice with him a little bit to get a taste. But it is what it is. I still got Vegeta. I still got Frieza. So, yeah, guys. I mean, with that being said, that's the show today, man. I mean, I don't want to stretch it too far. I usually try to keep it under a half hour, and this one might go a little bit over, but Little Assassin's Creed Origins, I'm going to continue to play that. I got plenty of content coming out with that. I'm still working on, you know, the merchandise. It's going to be merchandise coming soon. Basically anything to do with video games and anime. I'm going to be opening up a little store. You guys can go and check it out and support me. I'd appreciate that as well. That should be coming in the next few months. What else do I got popping off? Like I said, when Dragon Ball FighterZ hits, man, I'm going to be covering that non-fucking stop, guys. There's going to be videos every fucking week on this game. No matter what else I'm playing, I will always be, that's going to be like my main, my bottom bitch, as the pimps would say. That's going to be like one of my mainstays. So, yeah, man. Totally into that. Street Fighter Season 3, I'm going to be playing some of that. Be lots of content coming from me for that. If you guys want to show your support, man, if you're not already, if you aren't subscribed to my Facebook page, please do that and follow me on the Facebook page at Studio MacGyver. If you don't fuck with me on Instagram, go ahead and do that too, guys. Instagram, you can hit me up at Studio MacGyver79. What else? Twitter at Studio MacGyver as well. Support your boy's YouTube channel. I'm putting out a video a day, at least one video a day, guys. Show your love. Just go to YouTube and throw in there, you know, Studio MacGyver, and it'll come up. My videos will come up, and just hit the motherfucking like or subscribe, please, for your boy trying to grow his channel. And yeah, man, that's about it. It's going to be beautiful 2018, guys. Lots of shit coming from me. I just want to say, like I always pretty much do, thank everybody for listening, everybody for downloading this. If you listen to it for 2 minutes and never listen to me again, hey, thank you for that. Thank you for giving me 2 minutes of your time. I want to say I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. And I'm going to get up out of here, guys. This is Studio MacGyver, and you have been listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. See you next time.